I started my travel YouTube channels about 2 years ago as I realized that people prefer to watch videos instead of reading blogs. My inspiration came when I first watched the videos of Lost LeBlanc, then I bought the GoPro Hero 4 and started vlogging around Vietnam. Nha Pham is my name, V is the first letters of Vietnam, and 84 is the country code. One of the best things about these videos is that it's not me talking about Vietnam anymore, it's my international friends talking and sharing their opinions about this beautiful Vietnam country. And of course, this is our first collaboration, online collaboration.
I know that Vietnamese food is super yummy.
If you're a food lover, you're gonna absolutely love Vietnam.
And Vietnam is incredible, it's gorgeous.
Blessed with incredible nature and landscapes.
We have a lot more faux restaurants popping up.
German guy living in Vietnam for around 5 years now.
I'm traveling to Vietnam and explore.
Hi Nha Pham, thank you so much for inviting us to be part of this project. My name is Uta, and together with my husband Ron, we run the Salty Beaver Explorers YouTube channel. We're located in British Columbia, Canada, and basically our channel is about travel within our province of British Columbia, and we also have a Canadiana section, which is how to be Canadian.
My name is Amreen and my YouTube channel name is called Just Go with Amreen, and the channel is about travel vlogs and YouTube tutorials as well. So if you want to learn about where to go, what you want to see, where to go, what to visit, especially when it comes to UAE, my channel is the place to go. And if you also want to learn as a new YouTuber what you want to do and the mistakes you want to avoid to start your new channel in 2021, my channel is where you go.
Hello everyone! My name is Connor Kershaw, aka K Wild, or as I like to put it on my videos, K Wild! Just to add a little bit of flavour. So that's my channel name. K Wild, I call myself that because K is short for my name, and Wild because, as it will lead me on to the rest of, I'm a bit wild and I like to go on wild and crazy adventures. So my channel itself is all about travelling, seeing new places, and I guess injecting a little bit of my energy into those videos and doing things which are quite adventurous. So to give you an example, are some of the videos I've done are a lot of water-based videos. Most recently I've been uploading a 4-part series of the Mae Hong Son Loop. So that's a motorbike loop going around the north of Thailand and experiencing everything you can see around there. So my channel is all about traveling, seeing new things, and turning it into as much adventure as I possibly can, and trying new and sometimes a little bit dangerous things. So a lot of activity in my videos, and I want to bring it to people to inspire them to get up and inject energy into themselves for their own lifestyle.
What's up everybody, I'm Lewis and I run the travel channel Lewis JJC. I try to share the beauty and adventure from all the places in the world that I travel to. First up, thanks to Nagia for inviting me for this collaboration. It's nice to be here. I'm from London in the UK, but I've been living here in Vietnam for 4 years.
My name is Greg. I have a channel on YouTube also. It's called Fit4 Expedition. And what my channel is about is basically my life and the things I like to do. It's a travel channel. It encompasses roadside attractions, abandoned explorations, my conversion motorhome. I have a box van that I'm converting to an RV, to a recreational vehicle. So that's on there as well. Soon to be, the channel will be a nomadic channel. So it'll be more travel. Right now, almost all my videos are in the state of Arizona. Interesting fact about the state of Arizona. And Nha Pham, thank you so much for asking me to be a part of this video about your homeland, Vietnam.
Hi guys, I am Joel, otherwise known as Joey Joe. That's my channel name, Joey Joe.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Uncle Klaus. My name is Klaus. I'm a German guy living in Vietnam for around 5 years now. And my friend Nha is making a video about what do foreigners who live in Vietnam, what they know about Vietnam. And I would love to contribute to that, so here's my take.
So I've never been to Vietnam, but my sister was there a few years ago and told me what a beautiful country it is. So I know it's renowned for its beaches and also for Ha Long Bay, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And like Canada, a portion of Vietnam was once a French colony. So we have that in common. And to top it all off, I know that Vietnamese food is super yummy.
Now, having said that, coming to Vietnam, I love that country. It's one of my best countries that I have visited. Out of all the 26 countries I have been to, Vietnam is my favorite. I visited Vietnam for 3 weeks in 2016, and I tell you that you cannot visit that country for less than 3 weeks for sure. You need to visit Vietnam for 3 weeks or more. Do not underestimate the size of that country. It is huge and massive and diverse in so many ways. I absolutely loved it. And the one thing that I loved the most about Vietnam was its food. Actually, I can't say one thing. There was more than one thing. I loved its food. If you're a food lover, you're gonna absolutely love Vietnam. And the hospitality of people over there, they were so warm, so welcoming, so loving. The culture, everything was just top notch. I loved it so much. It's one of my favorite countries. I think I said that twice. So yes, if you're planning to go to Vietnam, I would tell you, hell yeah, go for it. But don't go for less than 3 weeks.
Now, Vietnam is a country which I've been told to, for this video, talk about, and I'm happy to do that. Vietnam was actually the first country that I actually visited. So I actually began my journey traveling on the 1st of September, and I landed after a 2-day flight into Vietnam, and I stayed there for 3 months. And Vietnam is incredible, it's gorgeous. And if I was to give a description on something about Vietnam that I know, I would have to say, I could list off a few cities. All the cities I went to, I can remember each and every one of them because they're all so individual. You've obviously got in the south, you've got Ho Chi Minh City, and right up at the tip in the north, you've got a cluster of things to do. You've got obviously Hanoi, you've got Sapa, you've got Mai Chau, you've got Ha Long and Ha Long Bay with the iconic protruding sort of limestone cliffs in the ocean that you see in videos such as The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. Phong Nha City, which is just above halfway through the country, and it is this national park that when you drive into it, which I did on my own motorbike, the Phong Nha sign sits there in the limestone cliffs, and it is absolutely breathtaking. It took my breath away when I arrived there. So for me, something about Vietnam, besides each city is so unique and different, is Phong Nha was a city which is more like a small town that completely blew me away. It's just surrounded by this gorgeous national park with huge limestone cliffs, clear roads. It's a beautiful place to be, and the people are gorgeous. So Vietnam holds a soft spot in my heart because it's where I began my journey, and I will definitely be going back. So guys, if you want to, have a look at my channel, it's KWOW!
So here are my top 3 reasons why you should visit Vietnam. Number 1 is the nature. Vietnam is blessed with incredible nature and landscapes. Last year, I took a 2,000-kilometer road trip from the north to the south of the country. The mountains in the north in Ha Giang are insane. The beautiful ancient caves in Phong Nha are incredible, and the pristine beaches of Phu Quoc in the south are amazing too. There is really something for everybody here in Vietnam. Reason number 2 is Vietnam is a super affordable country to travel, especially if you're used to the prices in the West. You can get lunch for just $2. Bun Cha is my favorite. You can find a place to stay for just $5, or for $10 you can take a bus right the way across the country. Whether you have the low or the high budget, there is great value to be had here in Vietnam. Reason number 3 is the experiences. With affordable prices and diverse landscapes here in Vietnam, there is so much on offer. From renting a motorbike and taking a road trip anywhere you want to diving off any of the winding coast of Vietnam, to go and visit a remote ethnic group. There's so much to see and do here in Vietnam. I hope you get a chance
to asked to share what I know about Vietnam, which is very little, okay? I do know a few people that have moved here from Vietnam. Interestingly, all three of their names are this. And so I did a little research and found out that up to 40% of all Vietnamese people have this name. And I was going to pronounce it, but it has a couple of different pronunciations depending on what part of Vietnam you live in. So I didn't take a chance. Because of the people that I have known that are either from Vietnam or have traveled through Vietnam, I know that most people ride scooters or motorcycles for transportation there. And here in the US, it's cars and trucks. So I think that's a big major difference. Don't know why. Is it because there's so many vehicles on the road in Vietnam? Not sure. Maybe it's because it's smaller than the United States. You don't have to travel as far. So a motorcycle works fine. Also, I know that pho, P-H-O, is a popular food in Vietnam. In fact, it might be the most popular. And it's actually become more popular in the United States as of recent. I know that in Arizona, we have a lot more pho restaurants popping up. So that's kind of an interesting fact. Oh, I also know there's a water bus in Saigon because I watched a video on this channel recently about the water bus and how it travels on the river through Saigon. Probably the most interesting fact that I know about Vietnam, and I remember this from my high school days, which was a long time ago. In Vietnam, what we call the Vietnam War, you call the American War. And it makes sense, but it's kind of an odd thing. It seems kind of strange when you think about it. But it really makes sense. That's pretty much all I know about Vietnam. I'd like to know more, and I will continue to watch this channel to learn more about Vietnam. This is one of the best places to find out.
Have I ever been to Vietnam? No, I haven't. At least not yet. Well, to be honest with you, I don't know much about Vietnam. It's one of those places that I've always wanted to visit, but for whatever reason I haven't traveled to. And I've traveled a lot of places, alright? But what I do know is obviously about, the war that happened over there. Ho Chi Minh and, North against South and everything that happened there. Obviously, coming from a Western country, you do get these Americanized versions of everything. So obviously I would like to know and travel to Vietnam and explore and, take in obviously the Vietnamese point of view of everything that happened back then. And also enjoy the cuisine, which I've heard is one of the best cuisines in the world. Also the biodiversity in Vietnam, it's one of the largest in the world. I think it's like 15 or 16% of all species in the world are in Vietnam, which is amazing. And then obviously cashews, I love cashews. So Vietnam exports most cashews around the world, so it's a cashew heaven and I love cashews, so there you go. Just a few things I know about Vietnam.
Yeah, I've been living in Vietnam for around 5 years. And I've been thinking, what do I actually know about Vietnam? And I've been thinking about all my experiences here, and I thought, okay, one thing I would like to talk about, and I would like to start that with a little story. The story is when I first came to Vietnam. I came from China. I lived in China before, and I came to Vietnam literally by foot because I came to Lao Cai, which is in the north of Vietnam. And when you come from China, you actually walk across a bridge. And once you're across the bridge, you are in Vietnam, or you are at the Vietnamese customs. And I'm always a little bit nervous when I get to the customs, and like this was my experience. So I get to the counter, and the Vietnamese official is sitting there looking at me, and he didn't say a single word. He didn't say anything. He didn't change his face, no nothing. He's like, hello, yeah, I'd like to come in. Silence. He says, all right, so I hand over my passport. He takes my passport, he grabs it, takes it away. He starts to type at his computer, looks at me again. And I'm starting to getting a little bit nervous because I didn't get any reaction from this guy at all. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? And so he keeps typing, he keeps checking, and he's doing his stamps and this and that. And then there was a very long moment of awkward silence. And then he said, "Welcome to Vietnam." And I was like, "You goddamn..." I was scared for a second. And like the point that I was trying to make, from my experience, what I know about Vietnam is that Vietnamese people in general have a great sense of humor. They're very funny, they love doing funny things. You know, if you try to make a joke with them, they will try to play along. Like, okay, I got you, yeah, okay, I'll go with you. And from my experience, Vietnamese people, the ones that I know, the ones that are around me, they generally have a very positive outlook on life. They have a very positive attitude towards life, and that's something that really struck me in all the time that I've lived here. And that's also one of the reasons why I'm still here, because generally the people are very friendly, very open, not like in a harassing way, but like very friendly, very open, very willing to kind of play along with whatever thing you try to do. And that's kind of like, apart from all the other things, the landscape is very diverse. You have a lot of wonderful, delicious food, of course, but like the thing is like that struck me the most about Vietnam, what I can say I know about Vietnamese people, is that they have a very, very charming, positive attitude towards life and a very, very good sense of humor, and that's what I would wanted to share with you guys. And
I hope you get a chance
I
to
hope
visit
this
this
has
beautiful
been
country.
a
And I've got a
helpful
gorgeous
project.
kitty.
Safe travels.
Take care.
Thank you very much for having me. in
check
this
out
virtual
all the other great
video,
content
virtual
on Ya's
thing that we have
channel.
going on together with other YouTube,
And check out my
friends
channel
that
too
we
if you
have.
can, Uncle
All the
Klaus.
best. Take care.
And
God
see
bless
you
you.
soon.
Thanks. This has been Greg from Arizona in the USA from Fit for Expedition, and I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you for joining me, my friends. Your support means a lot to me, and I hope that I can see you one day here in Vietnam.